Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CEVO-TV. I'm Misled. With me is Later, and we are here for the final map of the night. In this doubleheader, best of two is between Team Coast. Now we're Team Coast versus Liquid. We're on map number 2, and
All right, Kevin, what happened?
stuck on nothing. All right, what is going on?
Wake up. No X-ray either, right?
Dirt McGirt, but hey, we're into the pistol round, and Coast is starting it off correctly. A big gunfight out in mid right now. And actually, they started off correctly. They took down a Dren, and now they've just been getting absolutely mopped up here. And it's going to be Liquid taking down everybody but Skrunk. Last one left. He's actually trying to work around Skrunk, completely trying to fight it out. Lives so much. Can he stay alive? 4 HP. Finally, Fugly takes him down. Not before Skrunk got 2 kills in his favor, though, and that's going to be Team Liquid up 1-0 over Team Coast. And, I mean, we are from the CT side of things, so that has to favor Liquid quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Liquid is going to be Fugly making that same tax joke, stealing my jokes, man.
Right, that's what?
Yeah, right. Tact. It's like those the seagulls in Finding Nemo. Tact. But no, it was a huge run for Liquid, obviously stepping up. I wish we could have gotten a better. There you go, he got it. A better view of that one. Kev, if you can hear me, wake up. I don't know what happened to our spectator, but I guess Alex is our new one.
Mine?
Are you still doing that? Is this a bit you're doing?
Dude, do you remember? Hey, they had a Battlefield. There was a Battlefield 3 video called Mine. Did you ever see it? It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Like we're talking about landmine. Is that the pun here?
No, it was like they just like kept respawning people and having them like fall off buildings and stuff. Just the whole time they're all just yelling mine.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like it could be up my alley.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen. It was priceless. So already starting things off, Team Liquid and doing it correctly, trying to work their way out to mid. They find a couple of frags in that direction, and we actually have Fugly taking down Dumore as he's trying to work his way through the halls, and Fugly looking good. Hiko removes Stanislaw now. Only the bomber is left. That's going to be Skrunk all the way back in T-spawn with the bomb on his back, Deagle in hand, head armor, so this pistol armor buy not working out for Team Coast. Skrunk will be 1 versus 4 at the moment, and he's going to push directly towards Fugly. Fugly right there around the corner, catches the angle. Fugly takes him down in the B-halls. And we're going to be up 2-0 in favor of Team Liquid, and the economy here coming out for Team Coast is not going to be looking good. They bought into that round quite a bit.
Yeah. This is not going to be the round to beat Liquid. It looks like they're going to have to be settling in on those rifle rounds and trying to get it going. They were selling some pretty good fakes before. Maybe they can get that going. It's going to be tough to do without any nades and just pistols, so wouldn't expect to see anything too tricky this round, but something you should be ready for coming up, and I really wish we could get X-Ray. X-Ray is a huge quality of life improvement. Let's see. Leech catching the first frag, no problem. Can I get a second one onto Skrunk as well, so... Looks like the rifle getting the job done here.
Yeah, they're just going to mow down all those players at that A-bombs. That easy mop-up coming out from Team Liquid. 3 of them go in favor of Elish, 2 of them go in favor of Hiko. That'll be 3-0, and for those of you wondering right now, talking about headphones in chat, Sennheiser. Don't go wrong. Me and Later use them. Me and almost everybody I know uses them. Sennheisers are the best.
Pretty good.
Shameless plug. If somebody from Sennheiser
is listening, yo, shout out.
All day long, baby. I love your headphones. Been using them for years.
I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to do an ad read, but I've also used my, I've not considered buying a new pair of headphones in literally years. But what Dren is going to be reconsidering, that's clumsy. It should be Skrunk reconsidering that peak as a Dren gets the opening frag on the round.
Yeah, so good opener coming out in favor of Team Liquid. A Dren with a nice op shot there to remove Skrunk. And looks like we're going to have a lot of terrorists out in mid at the moment. We're going to have 3 in that direction. They actually pick the bomb up. They're going to try and wrap this into an A-split. 2 are going to be coming from one will be coming from Palace. The other one will be coming up the ramp. The other 2 will be trying to work their way out connector. Actually, they're going to be trying to make this boost into the window, it looks like. Just wait, no. The boost fails. Not going to go for it, so they're just going to split traditionally. And, man, Elish will push down the A ramp, right into Legia, and wow, they work their way right through connector like no issues, but that number 4 man of Hiko ruining their plans here, trying to hold on. Can he keep this going in their favor? Ends up going down to Stanislav, so bomb is going to be picked up at A-ramp. They're going to have a 3-on-1 now, as we actually have 2 more pushed down in the CT spawn with Fugly, and Nitro committing to the save with the P90 in hand, so first gun round for Team Coast goes in their favor from the T side. I know, Nitro now changing his mind. He was running away. Possibly just trying to find another gun, but now he's
op is what he's interested in.
That's all the way in CT spawn.
No, it's right here in jungle.
No, it's right here in jungle.
Yeah,
okay, never mind.
Oh, he's gonna get exposed. Switch it out. Grab the off. Run.
Can't get away.
Unable to get away. Invert gonna be locking up that final frag with the AK. So, Team Coast showing that they do have some metal here. That boost into window actually probably wouldn't have been a terrible idea. A little bummed that they bailed on it, but all is well that ends well. Round win for Team Coast, finally opening up this game right and kind of putting some pressure here onto Team Liquid. Last time Team Liquid was in this nearly identical position, though, was on Cash, and it ruined Team Coast's economy and kind of ruined their game from that point forward off of Liquid's force buy. So Liquid's still a very dangerous team, and even though Adren is pinned here with 20... Oh, he's got to do something about that.
Oh, he's done.
Yep, there he is. I tried to justify Adren's positioning, but... Killed.
So now Team Coast trying to make it 2 in a row from the T side. Already a better T side than what we saw in game, or their first best of 2, which was game number 2 for them, or map number 2, I should say. Already a better T side coming out. They're going to try and make this a 3-2 scoreline in favor of Team Liquid, but not allow Liquid to run away with a bunch of CT rounds right off the bat.
This is a huge round. Well, it's a big one for Coast to win, but it's a big one, more importantly, for them to not lose. So, we really wish we could get X right here. It helps so much with perspective and seeing where engagements are going to happen, but Invert somehow is on Cat and can be a trouble here with that off, but actually the rest of the teammates are going to get cut down by a combination of Nitro and a Liege.
Yeah, so Invert, last man standing here. He's going to be up in the window. He does have a counter-terrorist right below him. That's going to be Nitro. And Nitro in good position, hold on that bomb, but Invert fast op shot, taking down a Liege in the connector. Now they have an idea. He's somewhere near the ladder room. That bomb is retrievable at the moment, but it's going to be tough for Invert to go get that, as he's going to be heavily outnumbered at the moment until he does that. Fast shot onto Fugly on the catwalk, but not enough. Hiko quick to trade it. So now we're going to be looking at this 4-1 scoreline. So Team Liquid, man, Team Coast looked to try and put 2 together there. Weren't able to make that happen, though.
And Fugly even noting the flick that required him getting killed. Really funny stuff. But yeah, I mean, deja vu all over again as Team Coast is buying up into this round, really heavily investing themselves here. I guess banking on raking in that bonus money if they lose, or upsetting Liquid here, but probably not going to be the one, as Liquid is a real comfortable buy coming out here. And man, yeah, deja vu from Cash, big time. This is around this round when Coast started to fall apart and Liquid really started to pick up steam. So let's see if we're going to see something similar here. These smokes from Invert and Co may keep those 3 players locked in at A in tandem with the A ramp players. Actually, again, Nitro to rotate and move his feet a little bit too. Maybe this B bomb site's a little more open than I thought.
Yeah, but Elise playing from the sandwich hits the first
up.
shot. Yeah, it's going to be a full rotating into that B bomb site. Still standing there. It's going to be Fugly. Invert on the drop with the 1 dig.
Oh.
I believe he was still in the air when he hit that shot. Man, what a nice, lucky, random deal drop shot. But Nitro already rotated over up the catwalk. It is going to be a 4 versus 2 here. Legia is going to be up top inside of the apartments. Well, actually, no. Legia is on a very, very deep rotate up catwalk, and man, that's a very, very, very long rotate for Legia to make happen. He's not going to get there in time. Doesn't really matter. Defuse will come out. Nitro gets on the bomb. They're covering. Legia just going to hold on to that head armor and the Tech 9. Team Coast does get a bomb plant, but that will be 5-1 in favor of Team Liquid now.
Yeah, that bomb plant is big for Team Coast Kind, but even still, double save is what's happening here. They're going to be pistoled once again. Legia going to be holding on to his armor. Why not? Other players could invest in a little bit more. He's actually going to be buying up. Are they buying up again? What's happening? They're buying up.
They're going for it. Full tilt.
They're going for it. Yeah,
going full tilt.
I mean, yeah, full tilt is one way to consider it, but I mean, I don't think it. Does tilting inherently mean you're mad, or can you just tilt aggressively?
Generally, when you're tilting, there's a lot of salt involved with that.
Yeah, this is an NaCl operation.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, they're getting ripped apart here on a round where I don't think they should have bought up.
I don't agree with the buy-up either, but I think a little bit of desperation is coming out at this point, trying to force the issue a little too hard. Finals terrorist left alive at the A ramp. That is going to be Stanislaw trying to work his way up the A ramp. Bomb is actually going to be down in mid near the connector. And yeah, Elige pushes all the way up to the sandwich, and Elige spams through the smoke, ends up taking Stanislaw down as he tried to rotate out back towards T-Spawn. 3K for Adren on the round. That'll be 6-1 in favor of Team Liquid.
And somehow Team Coast economy is actually not terrible. I don't know how they keep pulling this off, but they're actually going to be buying up again. Wait, this is the third force buy in a row, right? Have they just been forcing? Either way, they actually found somehow a stronger economy here, despite the fact that they got almost no traction on that last round, but the bonus money starting to pile in a little higher off the reset on round 4. Maybe they're just going to keep buying.
Apparently, they found the secret treasure chest on the map of Mirage, and they just have the money to make it happen. No, it's a lot of broken buys coming out. Yeah. Yeah, man, they're getting mopped up right now, though. It's going to be an even 3-on-3. Actually, they take the advantage here if Skrunk is able to stay alive, and he will for the time being, but he does have Adren right down in the connector. And he's actually trying to force his way up towards jungle. I don't think he knows Adren. No, he's going to peek back, sees Adren's leg. Adren misses the op shot. Here comes Nitro trying to come in to help his teammate. They have him pinched right now. Skrunk in trouble here. Skrunk still hasn't gone down yet. There it is. Adren lines it up, takes him down. But now they have one player right close at the sandwich. That's going to be Stanislaw right below. Bomb planted at that A-bomb site. Nitro and Adren, two-man retake attempt coming out against Stanislaw. And Leia, Stanislaw pushes up, able to get both of the CTs, Nitro and Adren right there near jungle and what used to be the E-box. That'll be a second round for Team Coast now.
Yeah, and unfortunately they had that worked down to a two-man situation, so they are only saving 2 guns, not as much as they would have wanted to. So they're actually going to be extending themselves to invest into this round, which is interesting. Is an interesting juxtaposition to them forcing up 3 rounds in a row. But Bomb Plant once again keeping them afloat here. Big round once again. Not so much that they need to win it, which they definitely do, but they just need to not lose. They cannot survive another economy reset. I don't think Liquid is going to allow them back in, but so far so good. 2 frags for the T's as they're breaking their way into the A-bomb site.
And Elige trying to hunt down that terrorist through the smoke there. Ends up getting caught out himself, but Nitro does pick up the player in the smoke before Legia ends up going on the trade. Lots of damage coming out of here. Invert down to 22. Legia down to 11 HP. Dumore at a full 100 at the moment. We're actually have Team Liquid up 6-2, but Bomb planted a bomb site, and it's all up to Fugly here. Trying to work his way up, and Fugly is in troublesome territory. Ends up getting caught out by Legia, and that will be Team Coast with the 3rd round from T-side. So they're coming alive now towards the later rounds of this half.
Yeah, and this is actually the first terrorist rounds that they've been able to string together thus far this series. We saw them kind of put it together a little bit after picking up, a pistol round last game on Cash, if I'm not mistaken. And so they did string some rounds together there on CT side, but never had any traction on T side, and we're finally starting to see them break out a little bit, get some momentum. Even Legia is going for some crazy buys. They're starting to feel some kind of flow. And, clearly those force buys were pushing them in this direction, keep the pressure up on Liquid, and you can break them. And apparently that's what they did, but he's going to have pistols on the round upgraded for the most part. Let's see if they can make a hold of B.
Legia will get the initial entry. Nitro right there at the van trying to make something happen before Skrunk will take him down. Pistol in hand, Team Liquid kind of getting melted apart this round. It looks like until Elige is able to do that somehow. Hits 2 headshots, 1 running. Makes this Hiko, or forces Hiko into a 1-on-2 situation with only a 5.7 in his hands. I don't think he's been spotted just yet.
I think he just got shot at by Invert. Invert's even looking in that direction. Maybe he just fired it. I feel like he has an off and he's looking at Cat. I feel like he had to have known.
Yeah, so now Hiko's gonna now Invert's ready for him to try and wrap his way through Kitchen, takes him down. Team Coast with a 4th round now as Liquid their lead shrinks to only 2 rounds.
Yeah, the Team Coast raking in the rounds here, and Continuing to push Team Liquid on this back foot. This is going to be the buyout from Team Liquid. Last time we saw Dren, I think it was last time with a scoped gun, he got pressured into the corner of window. Not going to see him with a scoped gun this round, so I'm curious how he will plan to play. So it's going to be a connector player from window. So he's going to be setting himself up for nades from window and team up with his boy Elige at connector.
It's going to be round number 11 here as Team Coast trying to bring this lead from Team Liquid down to only one round, and Team Coast trying to gear up towards the A-bomb site. Look at the rotate coming out. Already a huge rotate coming in towards that A-bomb site, and Team Liquid going to be right at least so far, unless Team Coast tries to back it out. No, the bomb is committed at this point. They have to try to make it in, but Eagle playing that angle so aggressively. Takes down two more before Stan trays out at Dren. And Nitro's going to be working from CT spawn. Two players working from CT. They have to look back. Big flank coming out from Legia. As Legia get there in time, Legia is going to line this shot up if they don't look back. And no, he's going to be able to get all three are not looking at him. He only gets one. Fugly trades him down, and that will be a 2-on-2 now. And they know where the last player is. Ugly pulls the AK and wrangles it down. That's 7 rounds down for Team Liquid.
Really solid stuff from Fugly there, just pure reaction. I don't even think he knew where he was getting shot from, but his hands figured it out. Liquid finally breaking the streak, the spree that Coast was stringing together there, but it's not going to stop them from keeping the pressure up. Even their not-so-rich players in Skrunk and Legia, the Europeans with that high ping, 123, 112 apiece, going to be rocking those Tech 9. So huge round for Team Coast Economy. They've already hit 4 rounds, which I think is what they did against Denial earlier today, or earlier in the night. So they're meeting expectations right now, and this is their chance to surpass them. And Stanislaw getting that opening frag is a great start. Liege, though, is going to be responding back.
Stanislaw steps up, able to get one, but we're going to end up losing him in the exchange, though. Or actually, no, Stanislaw stays up. Excuse me, Stanislaw got 2 out of that. It's going to be Nitro and Fugly. Bomb is going to be planted at that A-bomb site. It's going to be a 2-man retake attempt. And Team Coast is finding a lot of traction here at this A-bomb site. It's working out well for them. And actually at the B-bomb site, too, they're just kind of terrorizing Team Liquid, at least for the time being. And there goes Fugly trying to push him into the bomb site. His teammate Nitro going to be the last one left, trying to work on the stairs. And Stan picks that one up, too. That's a 4K for Stan as Team Coast keeps us within 2.
Yeah, big
They're
round.
having
Not
a
only
much better T-side right now.
Yeah, right? Which is crazy, because you think Liquid would be playing a more solid CT side setup, or at least players you'd not want to challenge, unlike I think the players of Denial that seem like those are more gettable frags than killing Hiko in general, generally speaking. So, yeah, absolutely. Team Coast certainly coming alive here, doing a lot of damage to Liquid's economy. They should be able to pick up 6 here, if they can beat this A stack. I mean, they're going to be in good shape to do some damage here. Liquid might even have to double save. Team Coast could win the half. That would be crazy, right?
That would be absolutely an insane comeback. I mean, they have the ability to do it. It's going to be close here. I mean, we're going to probably be 7-6 at the end of this. Nitro steps up into the palace, gets one, and closeout comes from Team Coast. So it's a 7-6 scoreline. Team Coast is only 1 round away from tying this thing up, and this is a light and dark difference between how well Team Coast did the first time they played this map tonight. So maybe this is what they were banking on the first time they picked Mirage, and it just didn't happen this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well,
it's possible.
I'm sure this is what they're banking on.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. They were trying to do well the entire time. I'm pretty confident. But, this map has actually kind of been a sticking point for Liquid. We noted the other night they lost the map to Denial 16-12. So, they've shown that they are not impervious on this map. They Team Liquid does bleed. They are mortal. And maybe Team Coast, or maybe Denial is just a better Mirage. As Invert gets the knife.
But
He did get it.
Yeah, Invert and Fugly both went for it, and Fugly got the stab off, but not enough damage. So Invert wins, but Liquid will hold on and win the round. So that 8-7 in favor of Team Coast can't happen now, but they can have an 8-7 in favor of Team Liquid. They could win this final round and make this as close as you can possibly get it.
I mean, 8-7, 9-6, I think groundwork has been laid by Coast once again. You really can't ask for a much better T-side half, particularly against a team as good as Liquid. If Liquid's going to let me escape with 6 rounds, I will take it. I will go to the CT side happy, looking to win a pistol round. But, they can extend it to 7 here. It'll be huge. If they can pick up a 7th round here, use this B aggression to their advantage, throw those fake nades over towards A, you know? Maybe not even throw a fake towards A, maybe just bully them on B. As Nitro gets a full spam frag.
I haven't seen one of those in a very, very long time. So final round of the half here. Liquid trying to close this out, making a 9-6, but good Molotov comes in, able to burn down Fugly. Hiko by himself at A. Well, no, not actually by himself. That number 3 man of Dren hasn't rotated out, and that's actually made Team Coast falling off out of the B apartments, looking like they want to work this back towards A. So that 3-man stack now kind of in the A direction doesn't seem so wonky anymore for Team Liquid.
No, yeah, they're positioned pretty well to handle this. The question is Elige going to get a little too pushy here? But he's actually not moving at all. He's talking about a disciplined team in Liquid here, just not moving an inch, taking an angle and not budging. Like, I don't have this kind of discipline. Like, I'll hold an angle for 2 seconds. I got it.
And Hiko does open it up, able to take down Scrog, able to get himself 3 before he finally goes down. Now they know where the final terrorist is. That's Dumore. That's going to pull a rotate from Nitro, so it's going to be a... Wow, Dumore hits that shot. Takes down a Dren out of CT spawn. Now it's a 2-on-1. We have Dumore trying to work his way to this, into the A bomb site. He's going to go in. They're going to push on him, and Nitro's going to mop him up with an AK one-tap. That'll be 9-6 half in favor of Team Liquid. And man, Team Coast came back in a big way there. I mean, that's big. Getting 6 rounds from the T side, that is pretty huge.
Yeah, absolutely. An increase in performance from what they've already shown tonight against what I would consider a lesser skilled team than Liquid. So interesting that Team Coast puts it together when their backs are like this against the wall. Down a map. I mean, maybe winning Dust 2 was... not what they needed to do. You know, I don't know. Maybe that by winning Dust 2, they just got overconfident coming into Mirage. Not really sure what's up, but they're certainly putting it together. And now their fakes were on point. They did a good job of moving the Team Liquid players' feet. They shot well. They kept pace, I think, with Liquid pretty much the entire game. They're a pistol round away from tying this up and making this one a potential tough one for Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, if they... Like Later just said, if they can get the pistol, the 2 anti-ecos, they've tied this up. That makes it 9-9. But, man, Liquid they weren't hitting their shots like they were on map number 1, and Team Coast really came together there at the end of that. I mean, good frags coming out from Invert, Stan, and Dumore. And the 2 players that you would expect to not be playing the greatest right now because the ping issues, Skrunk and Legia, are not playing the greatest right now. Even though Legia, from even the last map, the whole first series that he played tonight was lights out so far with the super high ping.
And actually, we're playing on a server here where they're getting about 40 less ping per player. So they're lagging less than they were before. By 40 ping, that's a pretty significant amount, and still...
True.
Can't get it going here.
But they are playing not to knock denial.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing a higher caliber team at the moment, and man, Liquid just mopping it up, getting into that B bomb site with authority. Already a CT is already leaked out, but he ends up getting caught out by Nitro, who's gonna his first frag of the round. So that's just gonna leave Invert and Stan left here, and a Dren in position to get one, if not both, of these final CTs. As Invert does take down Elige, jumping through the window. Invert somehow finds Nitro also. Gets a cross up there. And Dren just being a nuisance, spamming out some damage. It's going to be a 3-on-1 here. Here comes Hiko. They're going to go for the chase. Hiko's going to pick up the CZ. He's got 12 bullets in it. He's ready to roll. Invert steps out, grabs a Dren too. Ends up going down to Fugly on the trade out. That's going to be Liquid picking up the pistol. 10-6 now over Team Coast.
Yeah, as you were describing, not a terrible last stand for Invert there, but, I mean, if you're Liquid, job was done. Getting that bomb plant, priority number 2, win the round, accomplished both objectives. Solid pistol round coming out from them. Doesn't surprise me. You knew Team Liquid is not the kind of team that flounders when under pressure, stepping up exactly when they need to, and denying Coast an opportunity to really be in this game.
So Team Coast with only 6 rounds, Team Liquid with 10 in their favor. We're into round 17 of the final map of the night. And got an advantage is going to be going out for Team Liquid. They're just looking to find some more shots if they're able to get them. They've already taken down Legia. And they're trying to find some more. They saw that mid-window player. That was going to be Dumore. Dumore actually has to back up and go around as we lose Skrunk now, too. So we'll be 5 on 3 in favor of Team Liquid. As the bomb's rotating its way towards the B bomb site. And actually, we have Dumore and his teammate Invert working in that direction. Invert gets spotted. They have to find Dumore. They know Dumore is on catwalk somewhere. He's looking back to try and catch Nitro, but Nitro is able to pick up Dumore and Invert. So Stanislav, final man left, 1v4 at the moment. Bomb going to be planted at B. He's going to work his way towards the ladder room, and this might be trouble for him, as he does have a terrorist directly overhead. He's got one, and Elise checks it, hits the drop shot. That's 11-6 now in favor of Team Liquid.
Yeah, pretty much, I feel like what we would have expected from Liquid, playing coordinated as a team, not giving Team Coast an opportunity to lay a trap or to catch any players overextending, just working as a unit, using those rifles for what they're good for, damage, close, far ranges, all ranges are really all-purpose guns. And they were able to do just that, just staying out of that pistol comfort zone for Coast and not allowing them to gain any traction on that round once again. Keeping 4 players alive, certainly big there, especially when you are as invested as they were into rifles.
So already lost Stanislav in another eco round coming out from Team Coast. They only have to get through one more of these and they get into the full buys. And you have to think Team Coast, if they continue to shoot how they did in the first half, it's going to help out a ton here from the CT side of things. But either way, it's still going to be tough for Team Coast to be able to come back from this, with Liquid finally hitting a little bit of a hot streak here on this map. Hopefully they don't cool off too quick. They can maintain their lead.
Yeah, certainly. For their sake, you'd hope so. Dumore, though, I'm going to be on a quick flank here out mid. Catching Nitro off guard, so he may be able to run away with a rifle here. As Invert also going to be finding a frag as well, just unable to deny the plan as Eco comes in and gets a knife frag. Is that the 3rd knife frag we've seen this series? I don't think I've seen a knife frag this season.
In just this series. 3rd knife frag in just this series.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one this season, let alone 3 in one series. It's pretty crazy stuff coming out from both teams, but hey, you know, if you get the opportunity to score yourself some extra cash, knife is a good way to do it.
I mean, you're out of ammo, run around the corner, he has to be close, just trying to cut him down. So at this point, they know Dumore has picked himself up a rifle. They think he's going to save it, so they're going to move together to try and hunt him down and trade the frag out if they can, but they're nowhere near Dumore right now. He's all the way back towards the B-bomb site. He will be able to save, that AK and get away with it, but that's 12-6. Team Coast going to be on a full buy now. Let's see if Liquid can carry their momentum.
I'll be curious to see, or at the very least, even if they can't carry the momentum, how they're able to make Team Coast react. I feel like Team Coast right now, they know they're down by a considerable margin. I feel like they also know that they are in a position where they could make a comeback with some good play, so it might make them perhaps a little over-anxious to bite on fakes, rotates. I'm curious to see perhaps how their game changes here, but there's some weird mid-aggression is going to allow them to take a quick rotate over there. Stanislav getting the opening frag is a great start for them, but it seems like they're going to be able to collapse on this one fast.
So Coast able to enter, or able to shut down this initial side take here. They got the bomb down in their favor. They're trying to find these other terrorists, and Skrunk will be able to get Fugly trying to jump across. So now it's all up to Nitro. Caught out at Tetris, will end up going down, and that will be Legia who ends up getting the final frag of the round. And Team Coast grabs themselves the 7th round and the first buy round from CT side.
Yeah, which is exactly what they needed to do. Giving up the pistol round was already too much to give up to Liquid. It's, you know, they're a team, you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. So the fact that they were able to kind of stop the bleeding early, or potentially stop the bleeding as they need to string it together to really find that economic solvency, is a great start, obviously. Top to bottom, good start. But there's some real quick aggression coming out from Liquid here, so they're looking to make a statement here, certainly. Although those players, they got there real fast. Fugly and Dren got to upper B real fast, maybe just trying to pull some rotates over and then just stopped on a dime.
Skrunk out in mid, able to take down the leash. Can he find another one? No, Nitro will end up trading him through the mid window. And Invert going to fire off some damage, make people think that he's rotating towards B, but he just has the op train through the window in case somebody tries to make it up. Catwalk and a Dren. Big op shot to remove Stan, getting aggressive. Invert's going to go on the peak, try and trade that out. He doesn't realize that the players are in underpass, and they had a good shot at taking off his head right there. And yeah, they're going to boost the player up to try and get the angle off. So if he does re-peek that, he's going to be in trouble. But Legia in a good position here on catwalk, waiting until the last minute. He knows there's at least a second one there because that terrorist was boosted on somebody's head. That evens it out and makes it a 3-on-3 now. And Hiko opens up that A bomb site for his team, and they're going to rotate in fully. So the retake attempt will be just from Legia and Dumore.
It's going to be tough for them to do, particularly since Legia is so far away. But Dumore catching that first frag is a fantastic way to start this retake. The terrorists are pretty disciplined, though. I cannot imagine they would put themselves in positions they could be lined up or traded properly by the counter-terrorist, and just like that, Adren shoots the counter-terrorist directly in the back, and Hiko finds his own frag onto Dumore. So Team Coast, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, just like Cash, just like the first half of this game, having their economy reset after winning Rifle. That is, we've seen 4 beginnings of halves so far this series, and 3 of them have been them winning a Rifle round and then losing the round 5 immediately afterwards.
Yeah, that is absolutely rough for Coast. I mean, they buy out into this round. They want to change the tide as fast as they can. They have the advantage because they are CT side, but Team Liquid, knowing the economy at this point, knows how things are working. They have to expect Team Coast is either going to be on the pistol armor buy, or they're just going to be pistoling, or into a maximum upgrade, which is what they're doing. They have 3 choices, and they're factoring in that it's either a pistol armor or maximum upgrade, which they're right on either one of those. As they're going to be playing this one nice and slow, trying to work the advantage of the fact that they got an op and 3 AKs, or 4 AKs out, excuse me. And let's see if they can hold on and get some frags in their favor to really open up one of these bomb sites.
Yeah, Legia boxing himself in there. I was going to say, going to be exposed by a Legion. That's exactly what happens. So a little potential preference over towards the B bomb site with that pick. And interestingly enough, the A players did not move a muscle. Stanislaw, invert, holding steady. I mean, I kind of understand Stanislaw, he's close to CZ, doesn't want to give up that position, but you think invert would have rotated a little more quickly, but it's going to be up to Dumore to calm this properly to his team. He's going to be able to get an opening frag.
And he grabs it. He does get the Deagle shot off in time, and Strunk is right there to capitalize with the FAMAS in hand. No trade-hound frags, yeah, until now. Hiko's able to trade out one. Adren's able to take down Stanislaw. Strunk still pushing up with the FAMAS, so they make this a 2-on-2. They lose invert. They know Strunk is somewhere into the site. They don't have a lot of... They have no time, actually, to rotate, so they got to find him and kill him. And Hiko will sniff him out and take him down. 3K for Hiko. That's a 14th round for Liquid. And Team Coast at this point, with economy absolutely in shambles here, they got to fight for the tie at this point, or do they buy up and try and go for the win? I mean, they tried to do it last round, and it didn't work out.
I mean, history would say they would buy up here, but it doesn't seem like that's what is going on. They're going to be trying to play for that tie. Kind of a desperation move, but, you know, really, they are pretty broke. They do not have a much better option. They would just, if they bought up on this round, they would just very quickly lose 2 rounds rather than maybe win one after losing a quick one. I don't really know. I don't know what the alternative is there, but we're about to see.
They're going to do what they can in this round with just pistols in their hands, and Adren does open this thing up, able to take down the initial frag and give them that 1-man advantage as he takes down 2 now. So Strunk out of the way also, which is going to be huge here for Liquid. Looking to try and grab that 15th round, put themselves on match point right off the bat here. Not really right off the bat. I mean, we're into round 22. Team Coast has already taken down 7 rounds in their favor. They have a chance, and I mean, they are on the advantageous side, but they are just getting sniffed out all over the map. And Legia ends up getting 1, tries to re-peek out of CT spawn, gets ripped apart. Now they know final CT after that Deagle shot is coming out of CT spawn. Nitro safe undercover to get the bomb planted. Hiko gonna be on the cover for him, and Hiko takes down Dumore. So now match point here for Team Liquid to go 2-0 tonight over Team Coast. Team Coast has to come up with a big buy here. It's gonna be not the healthiest buy in the world. A lot of guns will come out, but body armor, so they have something to work with, but not what you want when you're facing a match point here against Team Liquid from the CT side of a CT-sided map.
Yeah, certainly not what we were looking for at them. But, you know, this is a totally healthy enough buy to get the job done. If they play this right, they should be able to stay alive in this game. But trades are going back and forth. Oh, and finally Fugly brings it back for his team, gets the advantage in his direction with that frag onto Skrunk, and Hiko Looks like he wants to just close this game out. They're done. Liquid is done. Fugly going to lock up that final frag. 16-7 is your score on map number 2. That's what? 16-8 on Cash and 16-7 on Mirage. 2 very solid, convincing wins from Liquid, and that's exactly what they need as they're approaching the LAN. They have a solid record. They have no losses. That brings them to 5-0-2. Liquid's cruising their way through this league right now.
Yeah, definitely. Liquid looking good and on point, and as you guys can see from the box score there presented by Alpha Draft, I mean, they really came on strong at the end of that thing to not allow Team Coast to really battle their way back into the match, and just controlled it throughout. And yeah, good job there. Liquid picking up that 16-8 victory on Cash, 16-7 victory on Mirage, getting themselves a win tonight and 2 points going forward, which is helping out a ton. No losses in their column is absolutely huge if you want to make it to the LAN.
Yeah, and with 2 points for that win, right? So that's going to put them. That's actually going to put them tied with CLG, who they haven't played head-to-head yet. So they're going to be tied for third with CLG. So that's going to put them right in the LAN run, and Conquest might get bonked out here.
And they still have
CLG and Liquid tie. That's a crazy series. I can't wait for that game. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Because they're the big thing that's going to help out Team Liquid a ton. They still have plenty of matches left to play, and they don't have a single loss yet. Same with CLG. No losses, just ties and wins. And Luminosity, 0 losses, ties, and wins. I mean, those 7 wins in their category is pretty big. So Luminosity looking at this point pretty much to be a shoo-in for the LAN. Now it's just going to be about what CLG can do going forward and Liquid can do going forward. But I'm calling it right now. LAN out of North America, our top 3. We're going to have Liquid, Luminosity, and CLG. That'll be our top 3 out of North America. That's